What's up, y'all? Welcome to my YouTube channel. All right, first of all, I feel like I gotta apologize every time I'm about to make a new video because I just keep disappearing on y'all. But I am ready to come back. So I do apologize for the time that I took off. But I just feel like I kind of owe y'all explanation of what's been going on with me. And it's been taking me a minute, I'm not gonna lie, because like life has been happening for me. And honestly, I'm just getting to the age and to the point where like I just don't feel like running to the internet every time I have something going on. But I do understand that my brand and what I've been doing with y'all for like these how many years, I'm always being open with y'all with and transparent about my life. And lately life has just been happening, you know what I'm saying, good and bad, you get what I'm saying? So now, I'm not gonna say bad, it's just that certain things just happen, and while you're dealing with it, you just don't feel like, let me announce this, let me announce that, let me do this, that. You kind of let me process this on my own. You get what I'm saying? And then I'll come and talk about it when I'm ready to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to get back on YouTube. So much has changed since I left. And I know I haven't been gone for that long, but in the time of me leaving, so much has happened. And child, it's just time to talk about it. I'm in a great space. I'm like in a great, like real good mental space where I'm actually ready to talk about it. And I've been wanting to talk about it, but I kind of was just like, just give yourself time. Like, you don't owe the internet anything. You don't owe people anything. Do you? This is your life. And when you're ready to talk about it, that's when you talk about it. Okay? Hello, period. So, elephant in the room right now. I feel like it's kind of obvious if you really paying attention, but if you're not, then you probably don't know. And if I know you personally, do you know already? But I'm finally ready to announce it. And my announcement today is, from the title of this video, y'all can just see that I moved back to the DMV. So let's talk about it. Listen, so it's hard for me to get on here and be like, it's not hard now because like, all right, fuck it, let's talk about it. But I just remember that when I left, before I left the DMV and I went to Atlanta, I was just so open with y'all. I showed y'all everything. I showed y'all me getting apartment tours. I showed y'all the whole process, talking about me getting the keys, everything. So now it's kind of like we're doing a reverse, but like in a different way. I don't look at it in a bad way. It's a big decision for me to decide to come back, and now I just feel like it's just time for me to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. So now y'all know I went to Atlanta. Well, my mom passed in 2019 of December, and I was open with y'all about that. Right after, I was kind of like traveling back and forth, trying to like, I just feel like in that space when, listen, y'all, I did my makeup today. I can't cry. I'm gonna try my best. I can't cry in this video. I can't. I just did my makeup, y'all. I just did my makeup. So, but I have to be open. And I tried to make this video so many times, but it wasn't so many times. I'm gonna say I tried like twice. The first time I made it as soon as I got here. And that kind of, I just wasn't ready. And I feel like the video was cool, but I literally recorded the video as soon as I got here. I'm gonna get back to my mom and all that, but as soon as I got here, like bags wasn't even fully unpacked, didn't know what the fuck life was about to throw at me. I had literally, as soon as I got here, bags still packed, everything just still, nothing settled, not settled. I had made a video and I still have it, but I'm not uploading it. But I told myself like, it's not time. And then I tried to record it again. And in between that time, like, my grandmother passed away, kind of like, we gonna get to that. And I don't know if I'm gonna deeply touch on that, but I've been dealing with so much. Life is great though. I don't want y'all to get it fucked up. But okay, so back to 2019, my mom had passed, and I feel like after that I was kind of just, I really didn't know how to grieve because I never lost anybody in my family. I never lost a friend. I never lost anyone close to me, honestly, in my life. And that was like the first death that I went through. And I really didn't know how to grieve. I kind of was just moving off of fuck everybody, fuck everything, fuck here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm just about to go chase my dreams. I kind of was just in this space, like, just make your mother happy, make your mother happy, make your mother happy. Go chase your dreams. I was making myself happy also, but it was just like, this ain't life no more. I kind of just felt like nothing else here was really for me. I still had my family here, but just as far as outside of that, I was just like, what the fuck is my purpose of living? I don't know what's going on. And you know, I gotta get the fuck. And I didn't plan on going to Atlanta that following year. My mom passed in December. I left literally that spring coming up after that into that next year, 2020. So, you know, I was on YouTube and I was just basically showing y'all everything. Like, y'all, I'm about to leave. Like, the video of me telling y'all I was about to leave. And I ain't had nothing. I ain't had no keys. I ain't had nothing. I ain't had no money saved up. I ain't had shit. I just left. Like, hey, y'all, I'm about to leave. I got on the plane with 2 suitcases. One with a little bit of clothes. The other one with some wigs in it. And, baby, I got an Airbnb and I got the fuck and I never came back. And I just figured it out once I got there. Like, if I'm gonna figure it out when I get there was a person, bitch. It was me. I ain't had no money saved up. So if you ever plan on going, I'm gonna just tell you right now. They be like, yeah, just stack your bread. Just go. Just fucking go. Cause I ain't had not a dime stacked up. I just went. I got me an Airbnb and I said, I got 30 days to get some money. To go. I got an Airbnb for like a month. And then I just went out there and I just figured it out. So, you know, but let's talk about now and the reason of me leaving. I feel so good talking about this now. I know this is the right time. I know God is with me right now while I'm speaking, because I just feel like I tried to tell this story and I just couldn't get it out when I first got here, because I didn't know if I made the right decision. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, God, but God kept telling me come home, and we're gonna talk about it. Now that he's shown me that, like, you listen to me, you felt it in your gut, you felt it in your heart that you were supposed to come back. And I was so, y'all know that Yolanda Adams songs where she was like, so I need to talk to you and ask you for your guidance, but whatever. No, that song, like, I knew I wanted to come back in my heart, but my ego just would not let. And I've been wanting to come home a long time ago. 2 years ago, I want to come home. But ego be like, hell no, bitch, you can't be going. You can't turn around, because people going to be like, yeah, she turned around. And you kind of just caring about what people think. And I'm not really the type to really give a fuck about what people think. But sometimes your ego just feels like, I can't take a step backwards, because how are people going to feel about that? But when your ego is destroying you and you not happy where you at, but you feel like you're trying to prove something to people, you get nowhere. So I kind of just knew in my heart something was just like, you gotta come back. But it was more. So I would say I went to Atlanta in 2020. It is 2024 right now. I left in 2024. I left this year, the beginning of this year, and it was like spring. I would say like soon as it started going into spring, that's when I left. Atlanta was great. I learned so much. I learned so much about myself, lost myself, found myself, transitioned my life, not my life, but the way I carry myself in so many ways. I made so many mistakes. I learned from them. I can never say that I regret moving to Atlanta at all. And I feel like even the mistakes I made were meant to happen, because if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have transitioned from who I was before I left DC. There's no way I would be right here, right now, who I am today. So I don't regret any of it. It's just that I feel like I found my purpose in Atlanta. And Atlanta, like, how can I say it? Is it found my purpose? Like, I did what I had to do there. You get what I'm saying? I hate when my car turn off if I'm not sitting in here for a long time. All right, I'm back. Because if you sit in my car for too long and you ain't doing nothing, you ain't hitting the gas, it just turn off. You ain't playing no music, you ain't done nothing, it just turn off. But like, oh, I gotta catch my breath. God damn. I'm excited. I'm finally talking about it. And I recorded, like I said, I recorded this video 2 other times. And the first time I just felt like, I wasn't sure in my decision, and I wasn't really opening up with y'all. I was just kind of just hurry up and quickly just trying to keep the content going. And I told myself, hey, look, you ain't ready for that. And then the second time I tried to record, I just feel like I wasn't being open. I'm struggling being vulnerable right now and being open with y'all, because I just don't be feeling like telling the internet my goddamn business, bitch. Like, I'm going through shit and y'all watching me going through a shit. I'm not really going through anything. I'm just kind of like, when you're dealing with a lot, you don't need all eyes on you dealing with it. So it's like, deal with it and then talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really dealing with anything. I'm grieving right now. I did experience a death as soon as I got here. So we're going to talk about that. So it's kind of like that part too. And then I'm just transitioning over, and you kind of like, what did I just do? Like, is this the right thing? Is it not? And it's just like, but like I was saying, Atlanta, I feel like it served its purpose for me. That's what I was trying to say. I was something with purpose in it. It served its purpose for me. I love Atlanta. I don't hate it. But it's so much about being by myself that I started to hate. I didn't hate the city at all. Now, is Atlanta somewhere where I felt like I would be all of my life? Hell no. No, I'm not about to sit here and cap to y'all. When I was there, I had a great experience of self-discovery. You go out and you see luxury. I chose to live in a luxurious area. I learned so many things about being an entrepreneur, about my career. You just see so much money. You running into so many people with so much money. And I wasn't really like chasing fame when I was out there. I feel like it's a million platforms and things I could have done, but I just wasn't willing to like clout chase. Now, to a lot of people, they may look at it like, oh, she fell off. She did that. Y'all go run whatever fucking story y'all want to say. However y'all view it is however y'all view it. But to me, I just feel like yes, it's probably a million more things that I could have done to have a bigger name, to have a bigger platform, to be bigger, to have more followers, to have more money. A lot of shit I could have did. Okay, let's really be real. But a lot of shit I just wasn't down for. And when it comes to being a real person and also just being a woman by myself, a lot of things I just wasn't willing to do for fame. Now, y'all know I opened up to y'all about OnlyFans and things like that, and having to take care of a lot of things with my family, money-wise, and I had to do what I had to do to get the money, to get the roof over top of my head, to make sure my family was straight, to make sure my grandmother was straight, and I opened up about that. So I really don't have to hide that anymore, and I do feel good about explaining that to y'all and opening up so I could just clear the air and just clear my conscience, like, yeah, I did it, now next. Okay, but other than that, like outside of just being in Atlanta, it's just a lot that if you don't live there and if you're not in it, then you're not really going to understand it. From the outside, everything looks good. Now, like I said, I don't hate the city. I love Georgia. I found myself. Self-discovery was so much. I lost myself completely, but I found myself all over again. And I realized how I want to carry the rest of my life. I did not see myself being there for the rest of my life. I don't see me settling down there, having my kids and finding the love of my life. And no, like, I just feel like now, like, it was a stepping stone for me to get out and be an adult, learn everything that I learned. And it's probably another city for me. I just honestly don't want to be by myself no more. I'm not gonna lie. So while I was there, I just spent all of it by myself. I lived by myself. Y'all seen me get 2 spots out there. I did a damn good job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stayed on top of everything. I hustled my motherfucking ass off. I got money. I did so much for myself. Breaking so many generational curses also, as far as just doing that motherfucker financially and just doing my big one. But I've struggled so much with just like being alone. Now, me, I'm an introvert. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to get out of my comfort zone so many times to get out and network and make friends. And I met lots of people, but I ran into so many crazy fucking things that I can't even get on this internet and even talk about. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things is just not for the internet when it comes to the type of situations and people that I was meeting and everything not for the internet. So let's just say I tried. when it came to networking and making friends and really being genuine with people, or just like, you know, you got a lot of motherfucking people that's full of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. It looks good from the outside with money, but the shit that people do for money and for fame will have you like, is this reality? And y'all be talking about, oh, Shelly fell off or some bullshit like that. And we're like, baby, if you knew what these motherfuckers was doing to be on, you would be clapping your hands for me, okay? But, you know, being alone was great in the beginning because it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm my big one. But after a while, as a woman, just putting yourself in survival mode all the time, doing it all on your own, taking care of me in Atlanta, also taking care of the things that I still was taking care of back home financially, it just started to weigh a lot on me while trying to make friends, but not having real support because these people could really give a damn about me. There's no unconditional love here. I don't have any. It was, well, not here, but it was no unconditional love in Atlanta. You're not coming home to love. You're not coming home to support. You're not coming home to people that really care about you. Everybody that I talk to is on the phone 10, 20 miles away. I mean, 10, 20 hours away from me. And just like, I was just by myself. And I would try to meet people. Dating in Atlanta is trash. Like, baby, my man is not in Atlanta. Like, he is not in Atlanta, baby. Them men out there is rainbow, okay? Like, let's talk about it. But like, so just trying to make friends, and just everything is so cliquey. Everything is about the who's and who's. Everything is about a BBL, a Chanel bag, what designer do you got on? And it's like, baby, you start feeling out of place because you start feeling like you not doing enough. Everything is fake. Even like, they wearing fake designer out there to feel catch up, baby. I'm not going down that lane. Like, we're not doing that. Everything is fake. Bodies are fake. Teeth fake. Lips fake. Fillers fake. Forehead fake. Stomach fake. Ass fake. Everything is about, it's like Instagram in real life. Like, everything that you see, like, it's just, that's all Atlanta is about. Nothing is normal. Nobody cares about anything that's real. Everything is about how it looks and how it seems, but not what it really is. Bitches be out there, Hermes bags and all that. You go in their house, they ain't got no fucking furniture. Like, they ain't got shit in their house dirty, but you walk around with the latest Chanel bags, and you out here tricking with these niggas. You fucking on niggas, women's husbands, and it's just, y'all don't know what these people be doing. Like, until you really see it in real life and it gets offered to you and you don't take it. And I was just like, you know what, honestly, I love the city. Very motivating, very, when it comes to money, like, everybody gonna get them some money. Is you gonna get you some money, okay? They're very supportive down there. Also, it's not really crabs in a barrel like how up here is. Everybody just want to be the biggest, be the best, everything's a competition up here. People not really competitive down south in Atlanta, I would say, because everybody's a bad bitch. Everybody get money. Rap niggas ain't gotta really compete because everybody got money. Like, it's kind of different here. Maybe I'll try to make a video about that. Like, everybody's a bad bitch. Everybody got BBL. Everybody got T. Everybody got Chanel bag. Everybody got this, everybody that. Now, don't get me wrong. Women are still catty. Women are still, it's still envy. It's still little stupid stuff like that. Regular life anywhere you go. But it's not like up here, though. Like, it's, you know. But I was getting tired of just being by myself. I used to be like touch deprived. I would just be like depressed. I was dealing with so much also because I told y'all, right after my mother passed, I went straight to Atlanta. I left everything. I started completely over, thinking that, you know, maybe that would heal me, and like thinking like I'm moving with her through like knocking my goals out and getting where I want to be in life, just thinking that this was just going to, I don't know. It's like I was doing great, but at the same time, I never gave myself time to grieve. I was just running like, get the money, get this lifestyle that you want. I was chasing a lifestyle. I was chasing money. I was also just in survival mode. I was trying to make sure my grandmother was good. I was just had this big dream in my head, and I was like, go, 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 go. It had nothing to do with fame to me. I was chasing lifestyle. I was chasing money, but I was not doing literally anything for the money. Like, okay, I had OnlyFans, okay, whatever, but I wasn't doing nothing crazy on there, and I also was not doing anything crazy in real life. Like, I was never no trick. I was never you know, like I was never doing nothing crazy in Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? I'm not selling myself, and you know, I was just all on my own. And I just feel like, as a woman, when you're so much in your masculine energy and you're trying to survive, you're trying to keep the roof over the top of your head. You're trying to keep your car. You're trying to keep this and everything. Hustle, 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 hustle. I never had time to be creative because I could not rest in my creative energy. So I stopped making music. And while I was grieving, let's get back to the grieving part, I was trying to grieve. I didn't know how to grieve because I never in my life grieved before. So I never was able to sit down and process actually losing my mom. I would say I didn't start really like sitting down and processing like, oh my God, you're really gone. Like really feeling it, busting out crying, like losing my mind until I got in my second apartment out there. So when I was in my studio, y'all, the studio y'all make fucking jokes about, but like when I was in my studio, I was so much on just running away from grief. I was drinking my ass off, like not hard liquor. I was serious wino. Like I was drinking wine like every single day, champagne, wine and champagne was like my besties. And it's so crazy because I don't drink at all anymore. I probably drink like 2 times out the month, like in just one glass, like not even. And I be in the gym now and all of that now, and they got me on this serious ass meal plan, baby. I can't drink at all, like literally. So I haven't been drinking. Like my mental health has been so much better. I've been getting healthy. I lost tons of weight. But when I was in the studio drinking a lot, you down south, you eating that food. I was cooking all the time. I was just eating, drinking, and hustling my way through everything and not really taking the time to deal with what was going on with me mentally. I also thought that a lot of things were okay, like doing OnlyFans and sexualizing myself as far as like with half-naked pictures online all the time because that's just what I had to do to get the money. But what was not clicking in my brain that hey, this is not it. In the beginning, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I was kind of going through this phase of like, I don't care, bitch. You can't tell me nothing. Like, you can't tell me shit. And now that, how I look at my life now, I would never, I don't know why everything was okay to me. You know what I'm saying? Why was I, but I was just in a mental space where, like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get this money. And just chasing, I was chasing a lifestyle for sure. Like, I want this, I want that, I want the best of everything. And it's great to still want things and certain things that I still want. But I just had to realize that what I was doing to get it was not the right thing. And I realized that once I started waking up, like, brain clicking, like, hey, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. This is what I got to do to pay my bills. This is what I got to do. Or just being out here on my own and just, you know, like also me trying to network. I'm just realizing like I'm just not just outrovert person. And I know it's a great skill to know how to network and be a great person and be out here talking to people and meeting people. I ran into so many celebrities, so many rappers, whatever you name it, YouTubers. I don't care. I done met them all. And people be some shit in real life, honestly. But we ain't gonna talk about that. The things that people think you're willing to do for fame or to get to this next level, I'm just not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, yeah. The brain wasn't clicking with the OnlyFans when I first started it, but I'm not about to be out here doing nothing crazy just to be lit. So I stayed in my house. I was like a serious homebody, and like, I don't think I started grieving until I got to my second apartment out there. And that's when I kind of was just realizing like, you know, I don't want to do OnlyFans no more. I'm done with this shit. I just want something better out of life. I feel like I'm going to start over. Everything that I built up is about to be gone because I'm going to have to just figure out things another way. And oh, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. I can't cry. I got on eyeliner and I didn't want to make them and I got on concealer because I can't cry. But I'm like really being real with y'all, and I just was just scared because I was like, well, what the fuck you gonna do? Like, but I started to just start giving it to God. Like, you know, trying to hear him more and trying to understand, like, you know, it's just like, the thing is, I was just like, you can't, when you're in a situation like that, you can't do nothing but give it to God. You got to come to God and like repent, one, because I done did some shit that just not of him. And like, I hate to curse and say God in the same sentence. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop cursing also. It's a lot I still got to stop doing. I'm a sinner that's probably going to sin again, okay? So when y'all be on my comments, my pictures, sometimes I be posting, y'all be in the comments like, girl, we thought you gave your life to God. I did. I do. God has me. He's with me right now. It's just certain things I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to work on cursing. And I did post a picture with a little skirt with the little cheeks out, baby. Just forgive me, okay? And I wasn't even, listen, just whatever. But back to the point. I be talking in circles. But I was just like, I don't want this anymore. Of course, I love the money. I done so much. But money, it was one of them situations where they say money cannot buy you happiness. I was happy with all, like, you can temporarily make yourself happy when you go shopping and when you go spend money and when you're able to pay your bills, all of that. But was I happy with myself? Was I happy with what I was doing? No. And I also realized, like, just me not being able to be creative because I'm just such in this stagnant masculine energy that I just cannot just relax as a woman. I can't just flourish as a woman. I can't just be in this, you know, this great energy because I'm always, I gotta get up, gotta do this, like, you would think I had about 5 kids, like, and I ain't got no kids. So I just, you know, I was just like, I don't want to be here no more. But I was fighting ego. Ego is like, bitch, if you turn around, you fucked up. Like, you gonna go back to where you came from. You going to show people like, hey, I just didn't want to be one of them people that y'all looking at like, oh my gosh, she came right back. So I was fighting that for 4 years, knowing that going into my 3rd year, 2nd year going into my 3rd one, I knew I wasn't happy there anymore. I knew, because I would be around people that want to clout chase all fucking day, or just, let me take that back. I would just be around people that just, they love that shit. All that shit that's out there, they love it, and I hated it. It was nothing about it. Don't ask me to go nowhere. I'm not coming. I'm not trying to be outside in no club looking for no niggas to go be in no section. I'm not chasing no celebrities around. All of this shit that y'all doing, I don't want it that bad. And honestly, I think it's for me, it's because I was popular at a young age. So I'm not out here pushing 30, out here trying to get clout. Been there, done that, been her, been lit, don't give a fuck. Like, I just want the money, and as long as I can make my money, I was making my money in the house off my cell phone. So I ain't gotta run outside and go look for no Instagram followers and trying to be lit, trying to be the next celebrity, on the next TV show, on the next nothing. And no next event, no nothing. Like, when you know, like, bitch, been that, like, I ain't got to get up and go chase none of that shit. I'm not chasing no celebrities, baby. I'm her. That's how I just felt. Like, but I'm not chasing nobody to fuck around. Like, we're not doing that. Like, clout chasing, like, trying to be on everything, trying to be somebody. I just didn't have this desire to be a celebrity. And once I got to Atlanta, it was kind of like, you know, in the DMV, everybody know me, so I can't do shit. Can't pump gas, can't go to the grocery store without somebody seeing me. And somebody knowing me without attention. And when you get attention at a young age, you just, when you get older, dude, I want everybody to get the fuck out my face, for real. I love y'all, but I don't want to be no celebrity. Like, I'm not trying to be this, like, don't get me wrong, I want my platform to grow. I want to inspire the people that I inspire. I want recognition for great things, but just actually just trying to be, it's like no purpose, just trying to be somebody, been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was lit when I was young. I was a youngin', Northeast baby for real. Like, everybody been knew me, been local known. So it's just, once I got to Atlanta, I was able to just be normal. And I was like, I love this. Like, bitch, I can walk across the street and just do me. I could be in a grocery store. I was loving my normal life. Okay, I'm gonna furnish my floors, I'm gonna furnish my apartment, let me put these pictures up on the wall, let me go to Target and let me do errands and do my chores in the house. Like, I just was loving being a normal person. People did not understand that, because it's like, you're supposed to be a rapper, you're supposed to be rapping, you could be doing this, you're supposed to be but I was really just loving being a normal person. I love doing normal stuff. I didn't care to be this big chain, and why you don't got a chain, baby, all this, like, let me show you where the money going. Y'all see this windows, floor to ceiling? Like, I was living for real. Like, I was just one of them females that's just like, I'm not flexing through no designer or all of that. I was flexing through my cribs, baby. I ain't play by my crib. So it was just kind of like, I was doing my thing, and I love that. I was chasing lifestyle, but I love like to be laid back, nobody know me, but always have some money. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I was doing. Now, grieving took place once I got to my second spot, and everything started calming down because I started realizing, like, you ain't living life right. And just a wake-up call of, like, what is it that you really want? Because we're not about to keep doing this OnlyFans shit. What are you about to do with your life? And I also, I was drinking a lot, so I gained, like, hella weight from just, like, eating, sitting around. I don't gotta get up every day because I make money off my phone. I'm gaining weight on top of weight on top of weight. I just feel like I'm stressing myself out. I'm dealing with stress on top of stress on top of stress because I'm doing everything I gotta do to hustle my ass off to survive. And it's just so much that I was dealing with. So it's like when y'all on the internet and y'all was just making so many videos and talking so much shit, it's kind of like you don't know what somebody's dealing with. I was grieving. I was just going through so much. So much weight was on me mentally, but then physically, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like I had just lost myself completely. And I wasn't down like that mentally for so long, but I was just like, hey, we about to snap back, we about to get back. And I just started realizing, like, what is the thing that's holding me back from really just feeling good. And I was just like, I just don't want to be by myself no more. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to cry, but I can't cry because I told you I did my makeup, so I can't cry. So maybe just I can't cry. But I was just like, I feel like I'm losing myself out here. I'm chasing a lifestyle, but the way that I'm getting this money, I don't like it. I'm out here feeling like I'm trying to prove something to people by staying out here, knowing that I'm not happy out here. I want to go home. I want to be with my family. And I'm just still staying out here. And it was so much. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just trying to pray my way out of it. I'm finding my purpose again. So I need to find myself. I need to just feel like me again. I need to feel back confident in myself again. And I just took those last 2 years to just keep working on me. And I feel like that last year, on the fourth year, 2024, and 2023, I was just banging it. I was like, bitch, get back, bitch, get back, bitch, get back, bitch, get back. Like, I took all my half-naked pictures down. I was like, bitch, you better learn how to dress. You better learn how to put some motherfucking clothes on. Like, bitch, get dressed. Like, we're not doing this naked shit no more. Like, it was just, I just feel like I had so much to prove to myself, and I wasn't trying to prove anything to anybody else anymore. Like, fuck what everybody think. I'm coming back to me, and I'm going to come back and find myself as a woman. And that's what I did. Now, in that second apartment, I was just like, I hate it here. That's a realization. Like, I'm finding myself, I'm happy where I'm getting in life, but I hate it here. I want to go home. And my grandmother was in and out of the emergency room, ICU, all of 2023. The entire 2023. It was to the point that I was coming home so much that y'all thought I moved back. So many people like, people be so in your motherfucking business. Like, and that's another thing why I wasn't so ready to make the video as soon as I got here. Because people be pressed. People be in your business like shit. Like, monetary experience has taken over the world. Like, people just be so nosy and in your business. Like, you move back, you back. Like, get off my dick. Like, why you worried about if I'm back or not, baby? Stop worrying about it. So at that time, last year, people thought I moved back because I was always home. I would come home, I would stay for like 2 weeks because I had to be in a hospital with her. Baby, I was not leaving my grandmother in a hospital. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, look, I was barely in my apartment. I would go home, make content, take pictures, come right back. And I was barely in my apartment. Like, I was in there, but at the same time, it was like even throughout the month. I'm 2 weeks over here, 2 weeks over there, 2 weeks over there. But I had the money to just be back and forth to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. So it was just like, but I wanted to be there to support her, and I didn't want to leave her. Don't get me wrong, like, everybody's busy. So everybody in my family does not have the freedom as far as like to just do whatever they want every single day. I have the free time. I'm not gonna say freedom, but the free time to always, so I had a lot of free time where I can be in Atlanta and I can be here at the same time. So I was able to do that. And thank God that I came home and I was just spending so much time with her. So many people just in my business though. Like, it was ridiculous. But so much fear of just like thinking like I'm gonna lose her soon, and every time it's the emergency room or something, like, it was just stressing me out. And I was just like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be home. I'm spending one time at home. Every time I would go back to Atlanta, I would be stressed out. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I was just so depressed last year. Like, I feel like I was getting cute and I was still taking pictures, but mentally, I was in the worst place ever in 2023. It was the worst year of my fucking life. Flying back and forth, driving back and forth, going back and forth, not wanting to be in Atlanta, wanting to be here, but couldn't. And I'm like, what am I about to do? And you know, I was just like, I'm trying to, y'all, I can talk all fucking day long. And I know these videos gonna be long, but just hear me out. Trying to make a decision, but also like, what am I gonna do with this lease? Like, what am I gonna do? And my grandma was just back and forth. It just started. I don't know if I'm ready to talk about so much that I had to witness and that I had to see with her in her journey of like a whole year straight of just, but I wrote it out with her, you know what I'm saying? And she was so strong, but like, I was just happy that I was able to be here and that I wasn't selfish and I didn't stay in Atlanta and just still do me and just not come home to spend time with her. And I was always here. And I was just like, I might as well just move back. Like, I was just talking to niggas. I always keep me a DC nigga, baby. Then when I talk to, I'm always talking to all my niggas always be in DC. So it's kind of like, I was kind of like I don't live here, but I'm gonna see you when I get back. I'm gonna see you when I get back. So I kind of like always like till, like say if I'm talking to a nigga, I just be like, oh my God, I must have just moved back. Like I must have just moved back. Like that's just all I would just tell any nigga that I was talking to because I couldn't really see them all the time. I kind of like, I didn't live here. So it was just kind of just like, I'm going to see you when I get back. You know what I'm saying? Got you when I'm in town. Got you when I'm in your city. But like, you know what I'm saying? I go back to Atlanta and just be lonely. So I just didn't want to be in Atlanta no more. It was just nothing for me. It's like you making all your money from your phone. And my grandmother just used to be like, I don't understand why you can't just do what you're doing here. But see, my grandmother, ooh, she didn't know about OnlyFans. I can talk about it. She didn't know nothing about it. She didn't know where I was getting money from. She did not know. My grandma was just thinking I was just out of Atlanta and we just rap just taking off. It's not funny. It's not funny, but I never told her where the money was coming from. She had no idea, and I just give her the money every month. Like, so I just think that's crazy to say on camera. I know, but it's a lot I had to process. Like she didn't know what I was doing, but she was just kind of also just like, I don't understand why you can't do whatever you're doing here. Why do you have to do it out there? Why do you want to be out there by yourself? I don't understand. You can rap, you can do your YouTube, you can do it here. And I didn't understand that at the moment when she always used to tell me that, but she didn't like me being out there by myself. She didn't like no, you know, I don't have my mom anymore. I lost my mom. And she just didn't like, she was happy, she was proud of me. She always told me she proud of me, like, you doing your thing, like you taking care of home and you taking care of yourself out there, you taking care of me. But she did not like me being out there by myself. As a woman, just by myself. She don't know who I'm with. She always asks for people's phone numbers, they name, they number, what's this, what's that, like who are you with out there? And she just started getting to the point where she couldn't stand it anymore. She just kept asking me like, just come home, just come home, just come home. Why you don't just come home? You can just come be with me. And she just kept begging me to come home. It made me want to cry because it's like, she kept asking me to come home. All of 2022, all of 2023. Now 2020 and 2021, she was kind of like, oh, you doing your thing. Like she seen that I was happy. But after a while, she could just, my grandma knows me. You know what I'm saying? Like she can tell from my energy when I get home, like, you're not happy. Like, I don't want to cry. What the fuck? I don't want to cry. But she could just tell that I was just stressing myself out. Every time I would still give her money, she'd be like, are you good? Like, are you taking care of yourself? Like, you don't have to keep doing this. And, you know, you don't have to stay out there. Like, just come be home. And it was just a lot. And just like, I was like, no, I'm gonna be fine, I'll be fine. So, like, going into 2023, she just, come home. She just, come home. Like, I want you to come home. Like, pack your stuff. Bring your stuff home. Come home. And somebody just, you're not really understanding. But every time she kept going into the emergency room, I'd be on the phone with my friends, like, just bawling, eyes crying, like, she keeps telling me come home, like, I was just kept being scared that I was going to lose her. Like, every single time she goes to the emergency room, I'm just like, oh my God, like, I got to go. I can't do this. And, basically, in my last apartment, the lease was about to be up. You know, when they be all pressed. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna go month to month? You gonna da-da-da-da? Are you gonna renew it for another year? And this is what, like, all the weight was on me, because I built so much in Atlanta. Like, outside of OnlyFans, just so many, fuck money and all of that. Just learning a whole new state, new rules, new laws, new everything. I'm 100% a Georgia resident now, and I've learned everything in Georgia. Like, I've been in Georgia for all these fucking years, and I know where everything is at. I don't need no GPS no more. I'm no longer a tourist. I am literally a Georgia resident right around this motherfucker. I know where everything at. Everything is registered here. Like, I transferred my whole life over, and I've literally gotten to that point. Like, once you're 4 or 5 years in, baby, you in there for real. You locked in. So it's hard to be like, everything that I built, everything that I've done, or just everything, period, with this city, with being here, with learning the city, with the people, are you 100% ready to give this up and turn back around to go back where you came from? And it was just eating me alive, because it's like you 50-50. Like, I want to stay, like, I love it here, but I'm not happy here. And then you just don't want to feel like you're going back home, because you're like, what the fuck am I going to do back in DC? What the fuck am I going to do in DC, bitch? What am I going to be doing there? And it's just, I just didn't know. But the answer, when I found my answer, I was kind of just like, I had to ask myself, if I renew this lease for another year, am I gonna be happy? And I was like, fuck no. I can't see myself doing another year in this motherfucker. Like, another year out here. Like, my last year, I just was not dealing with people. I was just tired. Like, burnt out from trying to make friends. Burnt out from just meeting wild-ass people. And just trying to date. Trying to just everything. I'm just like, I don't want to be here no more. I love Atlanta. Like, I'll travel back and forth for the rest of my life if I got to. But I was like, being by myself as a woman, doing it all on my own with no fucking help, no handouts, no nothing, no help. Not even call my motherfucking phone and be like, how you doing? Like, nobody even asking you, is you good? You just miss fucking independent. I hold the world on top of my head, and I'm taking care back home too. Like, yeah, but nobody want to be strong all the time, baby. And I was just like, I cannot do this shit no more. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to get into this mindset of, yes, lifestyle, chasing lifestyle, chasing lifestyle, chasing lifestyle. But I had to tell myself also, like, where you are does not define you. I don't give a fuck if you go to Alaska, you still that bitch. You still her. Like, I don't care if you go to Minnesota, not Minnesota Avenue, but like, I'm just saying, like, the state, anywhere that you go, where you are does not define you. So holding on to this city, feeling like it's a part of your image, or feeling like you have to prove something to people back home, or like, that shit is ego. It's nothing but ego. And you're not gonna be happy nowhere until you're happy with yourself, until you settle in with, like, I'm gonna be me regardless, and I'm gonna be good. And I just started focusing, like, I'm gonna just trust God, and I'm gonna turn around. So I decided that I went month to month, just because I needed time to figure out how the fuck I'm about to get all my shit. I went out Atlanta with 2 suitcases. Do you know how much stuff I got? Furniture, everything, clothes, shoes, forks, spoons, cups, bowls, shelves. Man, I had so much stuff. Moving will stress you out. That's another reason why I just stopped recording, because, like, right after my last video that I posted, I had to start packing. And I had nobody to help me pack. That's when you find out who your real fucking friends is. I kept asking people to come out that motherfucker to help me. My brother came to help me move it. But I'm saying, as far as packing it up, like, moving will show you so much, and moving will stress you out. And I just, like, I can't do YouTube right now, because I don't want to be doing all of this and, like, showing y'all at the same time. And I just, like, fuck YouTube for a minute. I need to get myself together. I need to go home, and it was just a lot, okay? Now, thank God everything happened so smoothly. Everything happened great. And I'm here now. But once I got here, I was kind of just like, now what? I was just like, now what? Like, what the fuck? No plan, no nothing. Like, just like, I'm not gonna say no plan, because I still moving in my purpose. I'm still working on my business. Everybody go follow She's Photogenic on Instagram. So I'm still moving in my purpose. I'm still doing my thing with my business and things like that. But I just switched everything. So everything that I learned, everything that I know, even my little side incomes that I was doing, any little thing, like just shit like that, you just let me go all the way back to a whole nother city that I came from. And I'm not gonna say I don't have a plan, because I have a plan, but I'm just starting back from scratch all the way. Like, bitch, you starting all the way over, and it's like, now what? Soon as I got here, oh, God did his big one. Like, everything, life was so good. Life is still good. Don't get me wrong. God has been showing me all year, like, I'm gonna show you how good it can get. You thinking Atlanta was gonna keep you happy and all of this, boom, boom, but I'm gonna put you where you're supposed to be. I'm gonna put you with the people that love you. I'm gonna put you with the people that you love. I'm gonna put you in I'm gonna put you back where you built everything. So it's not like you built Atlanta in Atlanta. I built here too. Now, I haven't announced that I've been back home, so I haven't been able to really like get and do my big one. I'm announcing it today. Hey, y'all, I'm back home. But I haven't been able to like really like do my big one here yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not, I don't have this care to be like proving anything to anybody. It's just kind of like, I'm home, I'm happy, I'm grown, ain't shit changed, ain't, you know, God got me. But once I got here, everything was going great. I'm talking about, life just felt like so good. And what I realized was that I wasn't in survival mode anymore. I was able to just let go. And for the first time, I was able to like relax. Like them first, like, soon as I got there, I was sleeping good. I could never sleep in Atlanta like ever. That's why I was drinking so much. It's like the liquor gonna put me to sleep. I was able to sleep once I got here. I mean, I'm sleeping like a baby, feet up, baby. Like, hello, like, just living my best life with my friends. Like, I'm just, you know, I'm just more focused on God. So I'm just moving more, like, in obedience and being with my family more. My grandmother was so happy. Like, I can just, in the look of her face, like, she was just like, she knew I was fighting, that I did not want to come back. Or just like I was fighting. She couldn't believe it. She could not believe it. Like, she told me she was going to come back, and she kept her word, and she back. I mean, as a parent, I can't imagine how that feels. You know what I'm saying? You know, I lost my mom, but as a grandparent, but my grandmother's who really raised me. So that's really my mom, for real. So, like, I wish she was able to sit right here and say how she felt, how that made her feel, like, because how that made her feel, because I knew, I could just tell in her face, I could tell by everything, she felt so relieved. Like, you right here, but I can see you. You right here, but I know you good. You with me every day now. I ain't gotta keep calling. I don't have to worry about you, because I don't have no kids, but I can only imagine your child being gone for so many years, and and they taking care of home, but at the same time, you just like, I just want you right here. You know what I'm saying? So I was with my grandmother every single day. I was at the hospital. If you work at any of them hospitals my grandmother was at, because I know you probably want somebody from the hospital going to see this video right now. Y'all know I was at that motherfucking hospital every day, all day. I ain't never played unless I had a client. But after I left my client, I'm back at that hospital. I don't play about my grandmother, okay? Period. And never played about her ever in my entire life. So it's like, I wrote that through her. Now, unfortunately, I lost my grandmother. I lost her. It wasn't, I lost my grandmother in April. I had kind of just got here, but it was, I am grieving now a hell of a lot right now. It is what, August now? Now it's been hitting me all of July, all of August. I feel like I was kind of just in this disbelief, numb era. As soon as it happened, planning the funeral, just so much. Like, I just, you know, I don't want to cry. And I don't know if I'm ready to deeply talk about it. I'm older now, so when I lost my mother, it was kind of like, yeah, I was on the internet as soon as it happened. I was on YouTube with the camera up in the car as soon as it happened. Ain't get my time to grieve. Ran right to Atlanta. Here go my new keys in my apartment. Hey, mama, making you proud. Like, I did not have time to grieve until like years later, and I was finally processing it. With my grandmother, it's kind of different because I went through the phase of numbness for months, like first 3 months I would say, and like, you know, you just run around, you trying to make things, you just still trying to make things happen. So I'm still taking my clients. I mean, I'm still posting pictures. People are like, are you okay? Like, you good? Like, you just like ain't nothing. I mean, I'm pulling up at people's studios. I'm just everywhere, like outside at the basketball courts, at the events, like, because it was kind of like, I don't believe what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But lately, I would say last month, all of this month, I've been fucked up mentally, and I've been kind of like a little bit through burnout, and that's how I know I'm grieving, because I just been crying a lot lately. I'm just going through a lot. But with her death, it's like, my grandmother lived a long life. She made it to 83. Her birthday was in March. I was able to be here for her birthday. You know, she fought a long fight. She was very strong. And my thing is, like, I know she's in a better place now, and I know she's at peace. So as much as I can be selfish and be losing my mind, like, of course I wish she was still here. It's just also knowing that we all have a time to go be with God. And I feel like she's seen me be successful at so many things. She's seen so much. She's seen me grow into a great woman. She's seen the change in me. She didn't know everything I was doing but in Atlanta, but as far as just the way that I carry myself, she's seen so much of it change in these last couple of years. Like, you're changing, you're getting older, you're maturing. I'm noticing the way you're dressing different. You're not just, you know, just a lot of things. And, you know, she ain't my grandma's my baby. I don't want to cry, and I don't want to get so deeply into it. So yeah, I would just say I'm grieving right now, but I know I have to return back to my platform. I know that I still got a lot to do. As far as me being in DC, you know, I've been having a great time. I'm not gonna lie. This is the best summer ever. This is the best summer I had in a million years. So I don't regret coming back at all whatsoever. I love it here. I feel like I'm now in the right space to finally talk about it, because I couldn't talk about it. God knows when the time is right, and right now it's the right time. And I'm happy to be back on YouTube. I want y'all to experience this journey of me being back in DC together. I don't want to keep hiding it, even though I hid it all spring and all summer. And now we're going into the fall, and it's getting back cold outside in the morning. And now I'm just announcing it. I know, I'm so sorry. I cut all my hair off. I lost about 20 fucking pounds. I've been in the gym. So, like, it's a lot that has changed, but I want to be open with y'all. I have to live in my truth, and I can't hide it no more. So, baby, I'm back. What's good? And I don't think it's going to stop me from accomplishing anything in life, as long as I stay focused, as long as I keep working. I am in a transitioning stage right now, so life is not totally on its ups right now. But hey, I'm just being honest with y'all. I ain't perfect. Ain't nobody life perfect. And this ain't the only time in my life I had to start over. So this round, I just want to be open with y'all, and I really just want to just be like, hey, look, I'm back. So everything has been great outside of that, and I'm happy that y'all know now, if you didn't. And yeah, shout out to 2024, because we got a long way to go. I can't sit here and be like, this is my plan, this is what I'm gonna do next, and da-da-da-da. We're just gonna live this together. I guess we're just gonna do it. We're gonna YouTube it, what we gonna do. But that's the end of this video. I'm so happy I was able to get that out. But thank y'all, and I'm gonna just see y'all in the next video, period.